Color guard, tench, hook. Terry, color. Forward, march. Color guard, halt. Mark time, march. Counter, march. Color guard, halt. Present, arm.
Would everybody join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arm. Mark time, march. Counter, march. Color guard, halt. Post, color. Forward, march. Mark time, march. Counter, march. Color guard, halt. Forward, march.
Please take your seats. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mayor Rich Veenstra. Tonight with me I have our Deputy Mayor Tom Hunley and our trustees Harry Theodore and Bill Lynch. We want to welcome you to the village of Addison, and we want to tell you how proud and honored we are to be co-hosting with Congressman Krishnamurthy this event. When I was asked by the Congressman to say a few words tonight, I asked myself, what could I say to a group of heroes? A group of heroes that answered the call to duty during a tumultuous and divisive time in our history. A group of heroes that left their family and friends to face an enemy on the other side of the world. A group of heroes that endured unimaginable hardships, untenable conditions, and faced death from moment to moment. What could I say to a group of patriots that put love of country above concern for their personal well-being? A group of patriots that understood that America doesn't run away from difficult challenges, but faces them with bravery and courage. What could I say to a group of patriots who understood that our American freedoms and ideals are worth fighting and sometimes dying for? What could I say to a group of Americans who survived the unthinkable, but came home not to cheers, but to indifference? What could I say to a group of Americans whose wounds, both physical and emotional, were not always healed by those of us who should be most grateful? What could I say to a group of Americans that showed us what it means to be truly American? I thought about it, and the answer became clear. The only thing that I could say is thank you. It's a great honor for me to introduce Congressman Krishnamurthy. The Congressman represents the 8th District of Illinois, which includes Chicago's west and northwest suburbs, and he serves on the Committee of Education and Workforce. In addition, he serves on the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform and on the Subcommittee on Health Care and Financial Services. Raja, as he prefers to be called, his policy platform focuses on growing and strengthening the middle class by supporting small business, making college more affordable, rebuilding our infrastructure, and protecting Social Security and Medicare. Prior to being elected to Congress, he was appointed by the Illinois Attorney General Lisa Madigan as Special Assistant Attorney General and served as the Illinois Deputy Treasurer before becoming President of Small Businesses in the Chicago area. Raj and his wife Priya, a physician, live in Schaumburg with their 2 sons and baby daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, Congressman Krishnamurthy.
Good evening, everybody. I'm so honored you're here. I don't really have extended remarks except to simply say thank you. Thank you for your incredible service to your country. We are so proud of you. There are no words to describe my feelings right now of gratitude and the absolute honor that I feel to be in your presence. Tonight is really about you, and we would like to commence the ceremony and then have each of you introduce yourselves and say a couple words about where you served and anything else you'd like to mention at the same time. So with that, why don't we begin this ceremony? Doug, why don't you tell us what's the next step here?
Yeah.
Name and everything.
Say your name.
Okay. My name is Larry May, served in the U.S. Army, Vietnam 65, rank of sergeant, and I was with the Big Red 1. Thank you.
My name is Richard Aiello. I was a Sergeant E5 in the United States Army. I served in South Korea for 14 months, and I'm very proud of my service.
Dave Cole, Vietnam 1967. Got out of there buck sergeant.
Harry Theodore, stateside most of the time, Spec 4. I was supposed to say I was a major and got demoted, but no.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Tom Meadows, United States Navy, Petty Officer First Class, Vietnam 68 and 69.
Mike Masello, U.S. Army, 9th Infantry Division, Mekong Delta 67, 68 during the Tet Offensive.
My name is Norman Bowens. I served with the 101st Airborne Division Air Mobile in July of 1969 to July 1970, Republic of Vietnam.
I'm Jim Stepancic. I Spec 4, E4, served with the 196th Light Infantry Brigade between December 67 to December 68.
Michelangelo Di Costola, served Vietnam 70, 71, and U.S. Air Force and was sergeant.
Yeah, Mike Hinkleman, served aboard the USS Kitty Hawk, Vietnam, 1968 to 72, second class petty officer.
Yeah, David Martin, U.S. Army, 4th Division. I was there during TET.
El Daniel, E4, Army, Quignon, 85th Evac.
Leroy Papadowski, E5, United States Army, 1967, Vietnam, 9th Infantry Division, Ben Cat Artillery Fire Base.
Dan Pache, Sergeant, Marine Corps, Vietnam, 69.
When you turn around, say who you're receiving this for.
Steve Brennan, 4th Infantry Division, Sergeant E5, 68.
Ray Sargent, Spec 4, Play Coup Vietnam, 1966, and I maintained our favorite mode of transportation, the Huey.
She's actually receiving it for your
My father.
Her father.
On behalf of my father.
So give him
Okay.
her one thanks.
Thank you. My name is Joy Horak, and I'm accepting this pin on behalf of my father, who's deceased, who was in the U.S. Army. I believe it was 1967. Thank you.
Anthony Joseph, hull technician, 2nd class. 2 tours in Vietnam aboard the USS Thomaston. We landed 18 troops and Marines on the beach, took over 1,000 refugees out.
Larry Rogers, U.S. Air Force, Utapao Air Force Base, 1969, E4.
Ed Aubin, Fire Controlman, 3rd Class Petty Officer, served aboard the USS Newport News from 68 to 72, same ship. Coast of Vietnam, Tonkin Gulf, Yankee Station, December 68 to June of 69.
My name's Steve Letcher. I served in Vietnam 1970 with the 1st Air Cav Division, Cambodia border.
My name's Gregory Brownsburg. I served in the 2nd Battalion, Bravo Company, 503rd Parachute Infantry Regiment, 173rd Airborne Brigade, 1969 to 1970. Then I got smart and went into the Navy Reserve in '86, served through Desert Storm and Enduring Freedom. And I went overseas for Enduring Freedom, served the Navy EOD teams, and I retired in 2005. If I was younger, I'd still be in. Hoorah!
I'm sorry. My name's John Colovis, Army. Vietnam, 66, 67. Served with the 101st Airborne Division. And I am an immigrant. And my dad fought in World War II in Greece. And when we came here, he goes, this is our country. They call you, you go. And that's exactly what I did. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Private First Class, John Palmieri, United States Marine Corps, 1st Marine Division, Vietnam, 1970. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Marty Chakeen. Served in Vietnam in 1969 and 1970. I was a Lance Corporal, and I'm proud to be here.
My name is Mike Ryder. I was in the U.S. Navy. Was in Vietnam in 69, early part of 70. I was in the Mekong Delta on river patrol boats.
Randy Maresca, started in U.S. Army, 1969-1970.
Mike Soda, U.S. Marine Corps, 67, 71. Proud I went in, glad I got out.
Royal W. Woolfolk, U.S. Army, 101st Airborne Division, E5, grade registration.
Richard Thomas, Spec 4, Maricount Division, Shulai.
Just want to confirm we've honored all the veterans here.
I just want to say two things very quickly. One, thank you so much to the mayor for hosting this wonderful gathering and the ceremony. Can you please give the staff and the mayor a big round of applause? Thank you so much. And thank you, Mayor. And the last thing is, can you please all stand, all the veterans once, and can you give them a big round of applause, please? We are so proud of you. We are so proud of you. We will never forget your sacrifice. And today's ceremony was meant to remember that, and we will remember it every day of the year after this as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'd like to say one thing, though. The village and the mayor, thank you for the service of the color guard. They did an excellent job.
Well, that concludes the ceremony. Thank you for everyone for coming. Please feel free to the refreshments outside. If we can gather everyone around for a picture around the congressman and the mayor.
So when my friends came out to move my truck, that's make sure you got another one of my sons. So they got it fixed up for me. Yeah, but no, it was beautiful work. Thank you very much.
Thank you.